Martin Luther King Day. And it's Judith. The class is 45 minutes. We only use your body and a chair. So my chair has definitely no wheels. We don't want you rolling into another room or hurting yourself. And preferably no arms, because sometimes we move side to side. That being said, if you happen to have yoga props that you might want to have handy, don't panic if you don't have them. But here's a yoga strap, standard size, but then you could substitute this with a belt or a dog leash or a bathrobe tie, something of that nature. I also like my two yoga blocks. These are styrofoam. They're readily available in big stores and online. And if you don't have blocks, you might get a couple of canned goods of equal size and weight to substitute, or not. I have a set of hand weights, 1 pound, nothing heavier than 2 pounds. So that being said, and then if whatever's being offered doesn't work for your body this morning for whatever reason, you can modify, and I'll offer modifications as best I can. You could do another posture that you enjoy, or you could skip it altogether if it's inappropriate for you at this time. So 3 choices there. You are in charge, not me. So come and join us. I'm going to stand near my chair now, and I can answer questions at the end of the class. All right. So I'm going to put my hand on the back of the chair. You may need the back of the chair. You may not need the back of the chair. So let's just start lifting right heel, place it down, left heel, place it down. We'll start down in our feet and get some blood flow going in the feet. So you're just very gently shifting the weight side to side. Try to lift each heel nice and high, spread the 5 toes wide. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep going at this. Maybe you want to stay right here at this pace. Maybe you want to double time the feet, bicycle pedal the feet. Imagine you're pumping that bike up the hill. Here we go. 8, 7, remember to breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to stay right here. Maybe you want to break into a baby march. So it's an opposite arm, opposite leg, moving forward. Once you get the hang of the arms and the legs, see if you can make it a bit vigorous. And we'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep marching on 1 if you're marching. Now a little bit of variation, out, out, in, out, in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, slowly bringing the feet and the legs to stillness. Try not just to abruptly stop. Now you're going to shift the weight into the left leg. You're going to lift the right heel, and you're going to start circling that right ankle. Now it's the ankle joint initiating the movement, and you're breathing. A few more circles in this direction. If there's popping and crunching, don't panic. It's just usually air in the joint. Let's circle in the other direction with that same ankle. Noticing if it feels the same in this direction as it does in the other direction. And then slowly bringing that heel down to stillness. Shift the weight to your right leg, lift your left heel, and we'll start circling the left ankle. So let that ankle joint initiate the movement, just the thigh and the knee go along for the ride. A few more in this direction. And then you're going to find a way to circle in the other direction. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Shake out both feet and legs. And then let's take the feet a little bit wider, maybe shoulder width apart. Hands can rest on hip crease or waist, and we're going to start circling those hips. So think about inhaling forward and then squeezing the navel to the spine as you round in the back. Big full breaths. And here again, noticing any tight spots, any sticky spots, painful spots, breathing into those areas. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then coming back to center and then moving the hips in the opposite direction, swirling and noticing any discrepancies on this side. Maybe it feels the same as the other side. Maybe it doesn't. But here again, there's no self-judgment, no competition. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming back to center. You're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Think about opening the chest. Think about sliding the shoulder blades down the back body. Counteracting computer slump, slumping over steering wheels and shopping carts. Big full breaths for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Let's circle in the other direction. Again, noticing any differences, if any, in this direction. Maybe it's the same, maybe it isn't. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake out those arms and shoulders. Let's take soft knees here. Big full breaths up. Inhale, stretch fingers to sky. Exhale, press the arms down by the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Let's do 4 of these. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Re-elevate the arms now, keeping your chest square to the front of your space or your screen. You're going to climb an invisible rope here, working on the side muscles, those intercostal muscles that attach to the side ribs. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then coming back out to center. The legs can stay about shoulder width apart. The palms face the floor. Let's think about sliding the rib cage to the right, your right, back to center, sliding to your left. Here we go, sliding side to side. See if you can keep the lower body still. The arms are fixed. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Now, only the torso is going to move. Your arms are fixed. Tilting right. Come back to center. Tilting left. It's like your own little airplane here. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Back to center. Rotate the thumbs to face the earth. Bounce an invisible tennis ball off the back wall now. See if you can drop shoulders away. Big full breaths here to sustain you. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face the earth. Slowly resist gravity as you lower the arms. Just try to resist it. Shake everything out. Now, keeping your feet maybe direct more under the hips here, we're going to just shrug and drop. Shrug and drop. Now, if you want to add weights, this is an opportunity to add them or not. So shrug and drop. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Very nice. Shake out the shoulders. We'll do one more thing to release any tension there. Your arms are straight out. Let them drop. Straight out and drop. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then give a shake to the arms and the legs, hands and feet. Now I'm going to use my chair. I'm going to use this as a demonstration. You may not need the chair. All right. I'm just telling you this is an option. So you're going to take the legs super wide. Optimum stretch, not your maximum. All right. We don't want anybody getting hurt, overzealous. Toes and feet point out 30 to 45 degrees. Knees will track over toes. Torso stays upright, so there's no lurching forward if you can avoid it. Inhale, big squat. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, big squat. Exhale, straighten the legs. We'll do 8 or as many as you could manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay in the little squat here. Arms come out. Come down and up if you can. Arms in goddess pose. Yoga goddess pose, or goal post arms if you wish. Let's do right turn back to center, left turn back to center. Twisting and squeezing. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Staying here, inhale, exhale, close those forearms together. You might want to slightly round the back, not too much. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 8, 7. Look at the sky as you open. 6, opening to sky, bowing to earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Reopen. Very nice. And then coming slowly down with the arms, nice and easy. Shake everything out. Now I'm going to take my chair off to one side here. I need to adjust the mat a bit. Here we go. I'm using that for support. So I won't be mirroring you for this. You need to put your right hand on your back of the chair seat back. And we're going to go forward with the right foot rather. So hand on chair back, big forward lunge, knee stacks over toes, coming back, going forward, coming back. Inhale and exhale. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to stay right here. Maybe you want to widen the legs slightly to feel more supported. Maybe one arm wants to come up. Maybe the second arm wants to come up. That back left foot can go flat on the earth for more support. We're now in Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. We're 4, 3, 2, 1. Very mindfully. Inhale, exhale, one arm back. Other arm, inhale, exhale. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Very nice. Arms float down. Let's turn and face the long end of your mat or your invisible mat. Going to extend the arms out to the side. If it's available, coming down into a forward fold. Here, a wide leg forward fold. Fingers can touch the mat. If the fingers don't reach the mat and you have blocks, you can use the blocks to bring the floor up closer to you. And so you're here in this wide leg forward fold. Maybe you want to face your chair seat and place your hands there if you don't get all the way down. So once you're in your wide leg version of forward fold, you're going to shake the head yes. Whew. Shake the head no. Maybe add some horse lips, Mr. Ed lips. And then begin a little sway side to side. Nice and gentle. See if you can stay in the same range here, like your bottom is on a railroad track. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Come back to center. One hand comes to right thigh, second hand goes to left thigh. And with a flat back, see if you can rise up nice and slow, rolling the shoulders, and then heel toeing the feet together or stepping the feet together. Very nice work. And now we're going to do the other side. So here again, I have the left hand on the back of the chair seat. The left leg is going to go forward. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Stay forward on 1. That back foot can come down for more support, flat on the earth, but the pelvis is square to the short end of the mat. So here, one arm might want to come up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1, maybe Warrior 2. No, we'll get to Warrior 2. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying right here. One arm swings back. Exhale, inhale. Other arm, exhale, inhale. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming back. Slowly the arms come down. Left foot meets the right. And now once again facing that long end of your mat. One more time. Inhale, arms to side. Exhale, going into a forward fold. Here, if you don't reach the floor, you might want to face your chair seat and place your hands on the chair seat for as far as you want to go. Once again, shake the head yes. Shake the head no. One more visit with Mr. Ed. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows here. A little ragdoll sway. Remember to squeeze the abs here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Back to center. Hands on thighs. Back is flat. Crown of head lines up with tailbone as you rise up. Rolling the shoulders. Oof. Heel toe the feet together or step the feet together. Now we're here in mountain pose. One hand on heart, one hand on belly. Maybe you want to drop the eyes closed, or it could be a soft gaze on the earth. And just now notice where the energy may have shifted in the body. Heart beating, blood flowing, chi or life force moving throughout the system. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then arms can come down. And let's just think about lifting the heels, either a 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 of an inch, bouncing with the heels for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep bouncing with the heels and then think about letting the body move you as opposed to you moving the body. Whatever way the body wants to move, we'll do a little brief meditation and motion here. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly dropping the heels back down to stillness. There's a little yoga boogie. And then bringing that to stillness. I'm going to move these props out of the way. And I'm going to use my chair for support. So I've got my hand on the back of the chair seat once again. We're going to put the weight in your right leg. The left leg will stay straight. The left foot is flexed. And you're going to start swinging that leg forward and back. It doesn't need to go higher than waist height. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it down. Don't just abruptly stop. Very nice. Shake out both legs, both feet. Again, the weight will go in your right leg. Let's lift the left leg, little pumps up to the sky. Only waist height here, so you don't have to go that far. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that leg down. Shake out both sides. Give that left leg a little bit of a rest. The right leg is still doing work as well. Relifting left. Now you're going to dangle the lower leg like the pendulum on a clock. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Float it down. Shake out both sides. Very mindfully. Return to weight on your right leg. One last time. You've got your bent knee, and you're going to do a figure 8 with the bent left knee, thereby getting that hip involved for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then the foot comes down, shake everything out. And then just noticing, pausing here. How does the left side of the body feel? How does the right side of the body feel? Presumably not the same at this moment. Now we're going to the other side. Now the weight is in your left leg. You're going to float the right leg up, only going as far as the waist high. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Shake out both sides. Giving it a pause. And then we're going to relift. You're going to dangle the lower leg like the pendulum on the clock. We do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Put that leg down. Shake out both sides. And then weight in left leg. One last time. You're floating right bent knee. You're going to do a figure 8 with that right bent knee. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming down, giving it a nice shake all around. And now I'm going to face the back of my chair. Let's just do a passive runner stretch to start here. Think about standing nice and tall, no slumping, all right? And then I won't mirror you for this either. Right foot is forward, left foot goes back. So you're only going to take that leg back as far as you can get that back heel down. And then you're going to tilt forward maybe 20 degrees with the torso. And you're going to have a big, deep stretch on the back of the left leg. We'll pause here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Left foot meets the right. Back. Now the right foot goes back. You're going to keep that only as far back as you can, and the heel is, and the whole foot is flat. Then you're going to tilt the torso forward 20 degrees. Big stretch on the back of the right leg. Hello, hamstrings. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Coming back upright. Right foot meets the left. Wiggle the legs. Give the body a little shake. Maybe grab a sip of water. Might be nice. And then we're still facing the back of the chair seat. Let's take the feet into first position with the feet. The heels come together, the toes point out 30 to 45 degrees. So we're standing at our bar, which is a chair, and we're going to lift up on the tippy toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted on 1. So you're on your tippy toes here. Maybe there's a spot in front of you that, well, you can focus on. It doesn't move. Or maybe it's on the floor. We're going to balance on our tippy toes. Maybe one arm comes up. Maybe the second arm comes up. Maybe it doesn't. We're pausing here for 4, 3, 2, one. One arm comes down, second arm comes down, float the heels down. Give each leg and foot a shake. Return to your first position. Re-elevate on your toes, and then you're going to knees track over toes. So you've got the legs out at an angle. Inhale, bend, exhale, straighten, lifting up. Inhale, bend, exhale, straighten. We'll do 4, 3, 2, stay down on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relift. And then the heels float down. Oh, shake out those feet and legs. And now let's address our chair seat. So I'm going to have my props nearby. If you don't have props, don't panic. All right. So here we go. Got everything organized. And here we go into the chair. So mindfully place the bum onto the chair seat. And it's more effective to sit closer to the front of the chair seat than the back of the chair seat. So here we are. Maybe the legs come a little bit wider. And we're going to take the torso, we're going to swing forward, exhaling, inhaling, go back the same way, exhaling, inhaling. So you're squeezing those abs every time you sweep side to side. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. Very nice. And then from here, let's go ahead and scoot over to the right side of your chair seat. The trick on this one is that that outside leg, that bum cheek is half on and half off of the chair. That way you can extend your leg out to the side, but the pelvis is square to the front of your space. We're going into gate pose. This is a big stretch. Second option, if you don't want to do the straight leg, bend, and you can still angle the pelvis forward. You're still getting a big stretch in the hip crease. So you're going to take the right leg out to the side or keep it bent. Right arm comes up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We'll do 4, nice and slow. 3, 2. Stay over on 1. Now we're going to bend the top elbow. Inhale, bend elbow. Exhale, press the arm away. Ooh. Bend the top elbow. Exhale, press the arm away. Top ribs spin open to the sky. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Stay over on 1. One last time. Top arm circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Top arm comes back round very slowly, resisting gravity. Maybe you want to help assist that leg to come in. And let's scoot over to the other side of your chair seat. So this way you're scooting over more to the left side. This outside leg, the bum cheek, is half on and half off of the chair seat. Extending that left leg long. Or option 2 is keeping that leg bent, but the pelvis is still square to the front of your space or your screen. I'm going to go with the straight leg. Now the left arm comes up. Inhale over, exhale, stretch. Inhale over, exhale, big stretch. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Stay over on 1. Now we bend that top elbow. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press it away. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch it. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Stay over on 1. Top arm circles. 4, 3, 2, 1, other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Top arm floats over. Maybe the hand wants to assist the leg coming in. Nice work, you guys. Let's come back to center now. We're still closer to the front of the chair seat than the back, all right? And we're just going to bounce the legs here. It's a great way to get the blood flowing, getting lymph to move through the system. See, the lymph doesn't have a pumping mechanism. So we have to provide a pumping mechanism. And this is what gets synovial fluid into all the joints in the body for 4, 3, if you want to do a little pattern here, 2, or 1. Nice. And then slowly, slowly coming to stillness. Now we can shift all the way to the back of your chair seat so that there's some support for those upper thighs. You're going to exhale with the foot flexed. Take it down, inhale. Opposite exhale, inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now, sitting nice and tall, extending both legs long, flexing both feet. Maybe you want to lift one arm up. Maybe the second arm comes up. Staff pose in yoga for 4, 3, 2, 1. Think about pumping the belly here. The belly expands like a balloon and collapses when you squeeze it in. And so we're now going to flutter our feet, and then you can pump the belly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Arms come down, legs come to stillness. Float those legs down. Very nice. And again, you're going to want to scoot forward more on the front of the chair seat. And now we're going to all turn to the right. So now the right arm is stretching straight out from the socket. And you're going to start twisting to the right. Twisting like you're looking down the middle finger of your right hand until you come to a sticking point. And there you will stop. I have both hands on the back of my chair seat. It's a seated twist. We'll do 4. Squeeze the belly. 3, 2, 1. Staying right here, you're going to just slightly release. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then unwinding slowly, very mindfully, coming back to center. And now we're all going to turn to the left. And now the left arm is straight out from the armpit. You're gazing down the middle finger of that left hand. I'm using my other hand to grab the chair back. And then we start turning to the left, twisting, twisting, twisting. Then you're going to come to your sticking point. There you will stop. Both hands can grab the back of your chair for 4, 3, 2, 1. Just coming out of it slightly. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Squeeze it. Yeah. And then slowly unwinding, nice and easy, facing forward in your chair seat. One more time. Okay. Now, if you have weights and want to use them here, that's fine. If not, a soft fist is fine. Just a soft fist. So we're going to take the palms facing the back wall. No weight or one weight in each hand. Exhale, arms come up to shoulder height only. Inhale down. Exhale and inhale for 8, 7, shh, 6, don't rush it, shh, 5, 4, shh, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bring it down nice and slow. Now the palms face forward, your screen or the front of your space. And we're going to bend the elbows. Inhale, exhale, little biceps. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, sitting tall, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This time on 1, you're going to unfold the arms only halfway, and you're going to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Back to neutral, arms come down. Let's take the legs just a little bit wider now. Tilt the torso forward 20 degrees. No weight or one weight in each hand. The palms face the midline. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay lifted here in little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down nice and slow. Take the hands together, either interlacing the fingers or interlacing your weights if you're using them. You're going to hold them close to your chest, and you're going to start circling. So we're stirring up our whatever you're going to have for breakfast, if you haven't had it yet. Circling forward and back. 2 more in this direction. And then coming back to center, circling in the opposite direction. We'll do 4 more of these. 1, very nice. And then coming back to stillness, losing any weights. Let's come up to standing very mindfully. And we'll end with a breath of joy. This is fun. This is like conducting your own personal orchestra. So here we go. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Big exhale. Be careful. When you sweep back, you're not going to hit anything. Inhale, inhale, inhale. 2 more. Really nice. And shake everything out. Make any final movements you would like to make so you feel complete. And then finding your way back to your chair seat. And once you've organized the arms and the legs, you can sit there with your feet nice and flat. And then resting the palms on the thighs. I'm going to change the camera here. And then sitting nice and tall in that chair. So you're rooting the sits bones into the chair. Crown of the head is floating up to sky. Crown of head lines up with tailbone, and the shoulders drop away from the ears. And then noticing deep relaxation forming in the soles of the feet. And that softness, that warmth, as though we're placing our feet in that imaginary hot tub. That moves into the feet, the ankles, and then the low legs. That warmth, that relaxation permeates the complex structure of the knees. And then it moves into the thighs, legs and feet becoming very, very heavy. From there, that warmth, that softness moves into the hips and pelvis. The buttocks release, the low back releases. And from the belly, it moves into the waist and torso, enveloping ribs, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, pancreas, spleen, all the vital organs deeply relaxed, marinating in delicious relaxation. From there, it moves into the chest and shoulders. It rolls down both arms all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. From there, it moves into throat and neck. And then it envelops the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases. The face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light permeates every cell in the body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together now, the whole body together, the whole body together. And here's a quote from the poet David White from his book, Consolations. And this word he's discussing this morning is despair. The antidote to despair is not to be found in the brave attempt to cheer ourselves up with happy abstracts, but in paying a profound and courageous attention to the body and the breath, independent of our imprisoning thoughts and stories. Even, surprisingly, in paying attention to despair itself and the way we hold on to it, and which we realize was never ours to own and to hold in the first place. Despair is a difficult, beautiful, necessary, binding understanding between human beings, caught in a fierce and difficult world where half of our experience is mediated by loss. But it is a season, a wave form passing through the body, not a prison surrounding us. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes, and maybe gently rocking the head from side to side. And then on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti, this beating heart. All yogic postures are designed to bring you into the present moment, where you are infinite, eternal, and whole. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to allow you to speak. You can either raise your hand or you can mute yourself and